So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel here today, and we're back for another Walking Dead Season 4 video. And I have a good one for y'all today. Now, I know y'all voted for Episode 3 multiple endings, but that's something I'm going to be saving down the line. And I might be making another one, a video related to this topic, but we have gotten a hint in the AMA of a potential callback slash flashback slash return of Lee that could be happening in Episodes 3 or 4. Now, it has already been extremely hinted, and I'm going to talk about this in this video this season, that Lee could make a return. And I'm going to tell you guys why. There's been already tons of callbacks, and compared to past seasons like Season 2 and Season 3, I think this season's already had almost as many, if not more, than both combined. And that's why I think this could be happening in Episodes 3-4. Now, I'm going to go through this AMA post, and I'm going to talk through some more things that does really hint that we could be getting a flashback slash return scene of Lee in the final season, in the last 2 episodes. And if we're not going to get a return, we'll definitely be getting some callbacks, even more references to him that we've already gotten a couple in this season. So, if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure you like and subscribe if you are new. And if you think Lee is going to return slash get a callback, what episode do you think it's going to be? You think it's going to be in Episode 3? Or do you think it's going to be in the finale? Take us back. Alright, everyone. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Hope y'all enjoy. Peace. So, one of the heads of the Walking Dead final season in the AMA talked about this. Now, in the future, probably before Episode 3 releases, I'll probably go again through this Lee return slash flashback slash callback discussion. But I think for now, since we've gotten some news on it, I think it's the best time to talk about it. So, someone asked the following: Cool Cookies, will we get any more conversations about Lee slash references to him in the last 2 episodes of the final season? And Kent Muddle, who's one of the heads of the final season, and he'll be coming back actually with Skybound to finish this, he said, oh, there will be Lee references. There will be. And I have to rephrase that he mentioned there will be twice. Now, is that more of a hint? Probably. Now, he's not directly going to say, oh yeah, there's going to be this scene with Lee. Oh, Lee's going to come back in a flat. Like, he's not going to directly say that. But there are tons of signs pointing to a potential return, and this is more of it. Now, could they just be callbacks? Or could we be getting a flashback slash nightmare slash dream sequence? Possibilities. Now, before I go into what I think, let me show you guys all the references we've gotten to Lee so far in the final season. There is a lot, and I'm going to go through this really quick, so there's going to be no commentary for a couple minutes, but I just want to show you guys all the references we've gotten to Lee so far in the final season. So, if you guys do enjoy, let's get straight into those references.
Lee!
It's okay.
No.
It's okay. Don't be afraid. I'll miss you.
Lee. His name was Lee.
I can't imagine what that must have been like. People leave, they die, there's less of us all around.
The first person who taught me about survival was Lee.
What'd he teach you?
How to say goodbye. Lee. His name was Lee. It was the same day I found out my parents were dead.
Lewis. Hey, she wanted me to ask.
Well, almost once. The first person who taught me about survival was Lee.
What'd he teach you?
Lots of stuff.
Most important thing?
How to say goodbye.
Did you kill your friend Lee because he was a monster?
What brought that on?
Was it murder when you shot him?
I killed him because I loved him. I didn't want him to suffer.
How? He'd be dead.
He would have turned. I didn't want that for him. He deserved better.
Lee isn't with you. So he's dead then. He was kind to me, even after I shot that girl.
Carly.
Lee should have never let me stay with the group. It was too easy to steal the RV and leave. He had too much faith in other people. Probably why he kept you around. Probably why he didn't make it. Same thing will happen to you if you repeat his mistakes. God, you are just like him. Lee would have been heartbroken knowing he taught you all the wrong things. That the sweet little girl he protected turned out like this.
You're right, Lily. I am just like him. And if he saw me now, he'd be proud of who I am.
Why? Because you pick fights you can't win? Right. I'm sure that made all his sacrifices worth it.
Alright, so there was a lot of references to Lee. If you haven't noticed already, that was at least about 5 to 10. Now, and there's also different scenarios where she could say different things. Now, in A New Frontier, Clementine wasn't playable, and we rarely got a reference to Lee unless we played as her. She really didn't talk about him that much. Season 2, remember, we got a couple references to him, and then we had the flashback scene. So, since this is the ending of Clementine's story, and I've heard the theory of where, you know, Clementine's going to be going full circle, maybe coming home to Georgia. I don't know if that's going to how that's even possible, but I think part of that going full circle from the protector to the protectee, and, you know, just having someone of her own to protect. I think a flashback with Lee talking about, you know, things with what's going on with the boarding school, AJ, who knows what's been going on either episode 3 or 4. I think that discussion's going to come. I think we're going to get a significant amount of time, whether that is a past flashback where we don't talk about anything in the present, or it's a kind of like a season 2 kind of flashback where we get, you know, Clementine asking Lee for advice on how to handle things, especially with what happened with Kenny and Jane in episode 5. We could be going down that route. Now, personally, I do think we are going to get a Lee flashback again. Now, I don't know if it's going to be in episode 3 or 4. Now, personally, I don't think it's going to happen in episode 3. I think we're going to get another McHale Ranch flashback in episode 3, since it has been, you know, again, confirmed in the AMA. We're going to get more information about McHale Ranch and why Clementine hasn't gone back to see Javier, and why the Garcias aren't going to be coming back in this season also. So that does take us back, the conclusion to the Walking Dead final season / Clementine's story, to be included with a Lee flashback, just I said, as to mean Clementine's character has gone full circle. Now, will it be a kind of like a sad, emotional death scene, or, you know, call back to, you know, Clementine going through something emotional? It could be. But I want you guys to leave in the comments down below if you guys do think Lee will return in a flashback / dream. Now, obviously, he's not going to come back presently alive. He's dead. Now, I don't know if this will be our second returning character, because remember, if I want a returning character, it's got to be someone in the present. But hell, Lee, even if it's a flashback, hell, I wanted to see Lee since season 2 again, just, you know, because that season 2 scene was just damn emotional as hell when you had Lee back. But, you know, Lee Everett's return is very possible with some stuff mentioned in that AMA. But we are going to be getting, whether we get a return of him or not in the last 2 episodes, we are getting a lot more callbacks to him. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to be doing. I know if we're going to have another trailer. I mean, he's been mentioned in the first 2 trailers, guys. I can't tell you what else. What else do we need to have Lee return? He's been mentioned in the trailers. He's been mentioned in each episode thus far. The impacts Clementine's been telling AJ have been very reminiscent to Lee. And like I said, it's just a full circle movement, I think, to have Lee come back in some kind of flashback in the end of either episode 4 or episode 3. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Leave a comment down below if you do think Lee is going to return in a flashback. And if not, how many callbacks do you think we'll get of him? And I'm very excited to find out, you know, when we are going to see Lee again. I give you a 95% chance we're going to get something, whether that be a flashback or callback of Lee. I'm very excited, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are new, and hit hit that notification bell. And if you're watching this, it's after we did our Walking Dead episode 3 discussion stream where I talked about all this stuff in anime. I'll throw a link to that down below in the description if you want to watch that. And thank you all so much for your support. I don't know when we're going to get some release date news, but in the coming weeks, we're going to talk about some more anime stuff, so make sure to check the straw poll down below to go vote for the next video, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love.